Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and I hope you had a fabulous weekend. Enjoyed your holiday last week. Maybe got a little movement in this weekend as well. And I am back today with another Movement Monday. So go ahead and roll out your mat, find your space on the floor, and then we're going to meet in our mountain pose at the top of our mat. So for our mountain pose, those feet are going to be about hip width distance apart, so not quite close together, not quite shoulder width apart, but right underneath those hips, so we're nice and strong and stable. When you put those feet right underneath those hips at the top of your mat, then those arms can go down right by your side, keeping the shoulders nice and low away from the ears, and pulling those shoulder blades just slightly back towards each other for really good posture. Making sure that your spine is nice and long out through the top of your head. We're going to start here with 3 nice deep breaths leading with those arms. So as you inhale, let's go ahead and circle the arms out and up. And exhale to bring them back down and around. Twice more just like that. Inhale out and up. Exhale down and around. Last one, here we go, same thing. Inhale out and up. And exhale, circle those arms down and around. Now let's take a lateral stretch. Big inhale takes us back out and up. Right arm comes down towards your side. Left arm comes up over top. Nice big stretch here. Inhale brings us back up through center. Take that left arm down towards your side. Right arm up over top. Nice big stretch. Our inhale brings us back to center. And then let's fold it forward here. Exhale brings those fingertips down towards the toes. Now, this is your first movement of the day. Maybe you've got a nice bend in those knees. Maybe we take a second to let the head and the neck release and relax, rounding out a little bit through that spine towards the floor. Let's take 2 breaths here. Excellent. Next, inhale, give me a halfway lift. Nice flat back, long spine. Exhale, fold us forward. Let's go ahead and step that right foot back nice and long. Keep that heel off the floor. We're in that low lunge. From here, let's take it into a spinal twist. Right hand is down on the mat. Left arm opens up, stacking those shoulders on top of each other, taking those left fingertips up towards that ceiling. Next exhale brings that arm back down. Fabulous. From here, let's take that left foot back to meet the right. We're in our first downward facing dog of the practice. Stepping it back, maybe pedaling out those heels for a moment. Maybe you've still got that generous bend in those knees. Just taking this moment to get into this stretch. From here, let's take it down into our child's pose. So go ahead and set those knees down nice and wide. Sit those hips back towards the heels just for a moment into this one. Walk those fingertips over to the right side of that mat, opening up through the left side of the body. Big lateral stretch. Go ahead and take them through center and over to that opposite side. Opening up through the right side of the body this time. And then go ahead and bring them right back to center. Now from here, we're going to take it back up into that downward facing dog. So lift the hips, curl the toes under, and then press those hips up and back. We've got our low flow here. So let's go ahead and float those shoulders out over those wrists. You can start here from those toes, or you can lower those knees down. Keeping those elbows nice and close, let's bring it through our Chaturanga down towards the mat. And then our inhale presses us up. You've got baby cobra, cobra, or upward facing dog as your option here. Take that one that works best for you, especially as we get started. Go ahead and turn those toes over and then press those hips up and back. Now you can transition right from here to up and back, or you can leave those knees down, press the hips up, and then lift the knees. Whichever transition works best for you, and you can stick with it all the way through this practice. From here, let's step that left foot forward once again. So take the foot up and back, bend that right knee, and then step that left foot forward. Let's take that spinal twist one more time here. Right hand stays down, left arm opens up, nice and long and strong. Exhale brings that back down. Let's take it into our crescent lunge. Inhale sweeps the arms up. Keep that nice bend through that left knee, trying to lengthen through that right leg, and taking a little bit of a stretch through that hip flexor. So if your hips are a little tight, maybe you've still got a bend in that right knee, that's okay. Just working on finding that length. Next exhale folds us forward here. Let's take the right foot forward to meet the left here, back into that forward fold. Keeping those fingertips down towards the mat. Maybe still we've got that bend in those knees. Let's take it into our chair pose next. Inhale, sweeps our arms up, sinks our hips back, keeping those knees over those toes, so not pressing forward too far, not letting them cave in or out. Nice long spine. Our inhale stands us all the way up, and our exhale circles those arms down and around. Fabulous. Let's find our lateral stretches. Inhale out and up. Right hand comes down, left arm comes up over top. Nice big stretch here. Inhale through center. Switch sides. Other arm comes down. Opposite side comes up over top. Inhale back to center. We've got our swan dive forward to our forward fold. Let's take our 2 breaths here in that forward fold. Big inhale. And exhale, try and stretch a little bit deeper. Big inhale. And exhale, get a little bit deeper. Let's find that halfway lift, flat back, long spine. Exhale, folds us forward. This time, left foot steps back nice and long. Keep that heel off the ground. Left hand stays down. Open that right arm up for our spinal twist, stacking shoulder on top of shoulder. Fingertips go up towards the ceiling. Fabulous. Next exhale brings that hand back down. Let's step that right foot back to meet the left, downward facing dog. Taking that moment here once again, maybe that nice bend in those knees, maybe they can go a little bit longer. Let's take it down to child's pose. Knees come down wide, hips sit back towards the heels. Walk those fingertips over to the right. And through center over to the left. Go ahead, bring them back to center. Curl those toes under, lift the hips, press the hips up and back, downward facing dog. We've got our low flow here. If you'd like to, you can just pause in this down dog. Shift those shoulders out over those wrists. Once again, you can do this from the toes or you can set those knees down. Keep the elbows nice and close to the body. Bring it down through Chaturanga, press it up. Low cobra, cobra, or upward facing dog. Turn those toes over. Once again, 2 options here, hips up and back. Knees can stay down through the first part of that transition, or you can lift them right back up. Let's take that right foot up and back, 3-legged dog, and then bend the left knee, sweep the right foot forward. Back to that spinal twist. Left hand stays down, right arm opens up. Bring that right hand back down. Let's take it into our crescent lunge here. Find your balance. Sweep the arms up. Nice bend through that left knee. Once again, we've got that stretch through that hip flexor. So left hip flexor is nice and long. Right knee is bent here. Go ahead and take it back down. Fold it forward. Take the left foot forward to meet the right. Forward fold. Let's take it into that chair pose. Sweep those arms up. Sink those hips back. Next inhale stands us up nice and tall. Exhale brings those arms down and around. Fabulous. That's our flow. We're just going to do 2 more times. 1 more on each side. Inhale brings us out and up. Right hand comes down. Left arm comes up over top. Inhale back through center. Exhale brings that left hand down. Right arm up over top. Inhale back to center. Exhale, swan dives us forward, forward fold. We've got our 2 nice deep breaths here in this forward fold. Next inhale, halfway lift, flat back, long spine. Exhale, folds it forward, step that right foot back nice and long. Keep that heel off the ground, spinal twist. Right hand stays down, left arm opens up. Go ahead, bring that left hand back down. Step the left back to meet the right, downward facing dog. Knees come down wide, sit those hips back towards the heels, child's pose. Walk those hands over the right side of the mat, nice stretch. Bring them through center, over to the left. Back to center. Pressure through those palms, lift the hips, curl the toes under, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Now you can stay right here. You can join me in that low flow, floating those shoulders out over those wrists. You can stay up on those toes or you can lower those knees. Chaturanga, keep the elbows close, high to low. Press the chest up, cobra, low cobra, or upward facing dog. Exhale, turns those toes over, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Let's take that left leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Bend that right knee, sweep the left leg forward, plant it down. Spinal twist, right hand stays down, left arm opens up. Bring that left hand back down. We've got our crescent lunge here. Find your balance, sweep the arms up. Sink into that left knee, keep that right leg nice and long. Exhale, folds us forward. Plant those hands. Step that right foot forward to meet the left. Forward fold. Chair pose here. Sweep those arms up. Sink those hips back. Inhale, stands us up tall. Circle those arms down and around. Last time through. Here we go. Inhale, out and up. Right hand down, left arm up over top. Inhale through center. Other side. Left hand down, right arm up over top. Inhale back to center. Let's swan dive it forward, forward fold. 2 nice deep breaths here in this forward fold. Fabulous. Next inhale, halfway lift, flat back, long spine. Exhale, fold it forward. This time, let's step that left foot back nice and long. Keep that heel off the floor. Left hand stays down, right arm opens up, spinal twist. Go ahead and bring that right arm back down. Right foot goes back to meet the left, downward facing dog. Set those knees down nice and wide, hips back towards the heels, child's pose. Take those hands over to the right, nice stretch through the left side. Back through center, over to the left. Go ahead and bring those hands back to center. Put pressure through those palms, lift the hips, curl the toes under, press those hips up and back, downward facing dog. Last time through that low flow, or you can stay in this down dog. Exhale, floats those shoulders out over those wrists. Toes or knees, high to low, chaturanga, keep the elbows close. Inhale, presses the chest up, cobra, low cobra, or upward facing dog. Exhale, turns the toes over, presses the hips up and back. Let's take that right foot forward. Left or right foot up and back, 3-legged dog. Bend the left knee, sweep the right foot forward. There we go. Spinal twist, final time here. Left hand stays down, right arm opens up. Bring that hand back down, find your balance. Crescent lunge, sweep those arms up. Bend into that right knee, keep that left leg as long as you can get it. Nice stretch through that hip flexor. Next exhale, fold us forward, step that left foot forward to meet the right, forward fold. Final time into that chair pose. Inhale, sweeps the arms up, sinks the hips back. Nice long spine here. Think about how long you can keep that spine. Don't let that lower back round out. Next inhale takes us up. And exhale, circles those arms down and around back to that mountain pose. Those feet are right underneath those hips. Those arms are down nice and long. Let's finish out with one more nice deep breath leading with those arms. Our inhale takes us out and up. And our exhale circles us down and around. Alrighty, fabulous work. Thank you so much for joining me for this mini flow Monday. I hope you guys have an excellent rest of your week. The light in me honors the light in you. Bowing as we say, namaste.